like you get a go?
Nah. Especially being in Logan, nah. Not a hope in hell.
At the moment, I get $288 a fortnight.
What's that like to live on?
It's not easy. That's groceries and power bill, if I'm lucky.
It is a really big issue, and I think a lot of it's hidden in Australia.
There's an action plan, a so-called roadmap to tackle intergenerational poverty in the Brisbane satellite city of Logan.
It's actually a bit of a fantasy that every child gets the opportunities that make for a good life.
There are 45,000 kids in this council area and 15,000 are considered developmentally vulnerable, whether it be social, physical, emotional, language, cognitive or communication. So for the past 4 years, a community movement called Logan Together has been targeting kids from 0 to 8.
Oh my goodness, just like them. So you're going to do a special puzzle.
The plan is to improve collaboration between organisations and tailor programs putting parent and child front and centre.
It's really important to understand that the sort of mainstream services really don't work for about 15 to 20% of kids and families in Australia in general.
Are we happy now?
We've taken maternity services out of the hospital, a large clinical environment, and we've put those in community venues where people already go. So churches in one instance, community centres, the Refugee Welcome Centre.
Centres like this one in Kingston East are part of the plan, offering a range of services mostly for free. For Mitch, who lost his job earlier this year and is now living on New Start, it's essential support.
Every week come here with my young fella, once a week get something from the food bank because I can't afford to actually go shopping.
Really good around place.
Living welfare check to welfare check is a common experience at the Neighbourhood group.
I drank because I was in a deep depression and never realised I was. Then I had a heart attack at the place I worked, and after that they wouldn't let me come back to work. So basically I had 3 years with no money, trying to keep a house over our heads. I could have quite easily committed suicide, very easily.
I was out of home as a teenager, and there was a time where I was homeless. At that time, priority was food, shelter.
Michael once came to the centre for help. Now he provides support for other men.
You just need to see some hope and have someone walk alongside you, because you didn't want to hear a suit talking down to you, telling you what to do.
No one wants to be in poverty, and most people do want to be able to work, get themselves out of it. It's a slum, but you never want to stay in a slum.
Matthew Cox says tackling crises gets a lot of attention, while prevention needs more work.
When kids get to age 8 in good shape, they're much more likely to go on to be teenagers who do well, and those teenagers are much more likely to go on to be adults who do well.
He says the community is best to decide where the $48 billion spent on welfare services goes each year.
It's equivalent or greater than the GDP of half the world's countries, and no one thinks we're getting value for that investment. It rains down on communities like Logan like a sort of random meteor shower of social investment. And so there's a bunch of pretty obvious problems with that. We spend a whole lot of money, it's not coherent, it's not to a common plan, and so it is really limited in its effectiveness.
Logan Together is funded by a range of organisations and government, and it's part of the federal government's Stronger Places, Stronger People, which is now rolling out the initiative in another 9 communities.